Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with. Who am I here with? Working in the workshop. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing. Because without you guys, man, we know this does not work. All right, so we're here in the workshop trying to get the stuff done. I've got my base cabinets together, making face frames. Now, I'm sitting here thinking, Earl Thomas picked the wrong year to be the free agent. I think that actually his value is going to be hurt. Landon Collins, the Giants decided, you know what? We're going to let you walk. We're not going to tag you. We appreciate the 4 years that you've had, but we don't think that we want to pay you a boatload of money. Eric Berry is $13 million a year. So when Earl Thomas is talking about 15, this year, unlike last year, this is a loaded free agency class. I mean, okay, so you got Earl Thomas, who has the best pedigree out there. You know, Super Bowl champion, been to a second Super Bowl that they should have won. It wasn't the defense's fault. We'll say it was not the defense's fault why they didn't get a second. And definitely a Hall of Famer. You're talking about a guy who has had 3 years of 5 interceptions, a couple of seasons with over 100 tackles. First 6 years played all 6 games. 3-time All-Pro, 6-time Pro Bowler. So you look at that guy and say, if he's anything close to where he was, even if it's only 90%, that's really good. But you look at, you're asking for $15 million? Well, you got Landon Collins out there. Landon Collins, well, he's a good run stopper. I think he's not as good as a pass coverage guy. But he's not the only one. It was Tyrann Mathieu that we couldn't think of from Arizona. Were we talking about him?
With the Badger.
Yeah, the Honey Badger.
You only want you got $7 million 1 year deal for $7 million.
Right, to play last year. For who did he play? For the Texans, right? Right. So last year he only got $7 million.
He's still young.
And he's young.
He's younger than Earl Thomas.
So, you know, and now he burned bridges with the Cowboys, so I'm not saying we should go get that guy. But, you know, so now you got Earl Thomas, you got Tyrann Mathieu, you've got Landon Collins, so you got 2 really good ones. A third one that's pretty good. But there's LaMarcus Joyner. He's out there. Clinton Dix, although he didn't do much with the Redskins, but who does the Redskins do with anybody? You got Kenny Vaccaro. He's out there. And what's the other guy? Adrian Amos. So all of a sudden, there's a lot of safeties that are out there. So you can't look at this and say, you know what, I'm the only great one out there, because people will start saying, I can pay Earl Thomas maybe 13 or 15 million and all that, and he's getting up there. Or do I look at Kenny Vaccaro and say, or Tyrann Mathieu and say, those guys can work for half the money, I'm sure, if it's the right situation. So I think that Earl Thomas putting out there his demands and stuff, and the stuff that he does on Instagram is probably making some teams possibly say, hold up for a minute here. You're asking for a whole lot here. So what do you think? I mean, because the Cowboys are in the market. Listen, we know the Cowboys are in the market for safety. Stephen Jones says that. So when Stephen Jones, I always tell you, when Stephen Jones talks, Cowboys react. So they will get a safety. It may not be Earl Thomas. It may be one of these other guys. And I can guarantee you they're going to shop around, as well as a lot of teams who need one. You usually don't have that many safeties that are out there. And right now there's a boatload of them. So maybe instead of us buying the farm with Earl Thomas, you find a little bit better value with a guy who might be able to help you as well. What do you think? I mean, right now, what the main thing you want to look at is, can I upgrade from Jeff Heath, Xavier Woods, and get some depth? Ideally, Earl Thomas, if he can stay healthy, is the guy. Now, I've said this before, too. If it's about the money, Earl Thomas has got to understand that he's been injured the last 3 years. That's why you make a contract that is incentive laden. You know, you pay him $7, $8, $9 million guaranteed, but then you put on there, performance. You make the Pro Bowl, interceptions. You get, another chunk of change. These are things you can do in a contract that says, okay, Earl, you play the way you believe you're going to play. You're going to get that 15 million. If you don't, well, at least we're good as well. So somewhere I hope they can meet in the middle, but I believe Earl Thomas's value has decreased now with Landon Collins getting on the market. But then again, who knows? Maybe somebody turns around and pays Landon Collins $20 million and all of a sudden it screws up the whole free agent market because then there's the mad rush. But I don't see that happening. So anyway, we got to get back to these cabinets here because they damn sure ain't going to make themselves. Okay, so this is 3.5 from 30-inch cabinets. So that's 26.5. So we need 3 pieces each way. So we need 6 pieces, 26.5. And then we need to go ahead and cut the slots on. 26.5. Okay. Let me cut one more. Can't have a warped piece in there. Damn. Look at that. Okay. Don't want a warped piece. Alright, pocket hole each of those. You're ready to start putting these face ups. But as always, guys, I want to thank you all for being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. And look at this. What the? Hold it. Take a look down the line of this. Can't use that. Look. Let's see, where's the camera? Look at that. Is it? No, it's over here. See how crooked that is? That's not good. Can't use that. We'll have a warped cabinet. All right, guys. I'll see you later.